Hello, I'm Ryland. I don't know. That was
Hello,
weird.
I'm Kendra.
That was weird. Hold on, let's redo that. That was weird. I'm Ryland.
I'm Kendra.
And
we might regret this.
So, welcome to today's episode, where we are going to take a fascinating journey through time back to prehistoric Earth. Can you tell I really like history and science now?
Yeah, I can.
Who
We
knew?
definitely go for like different vibes.
Oh, I know. And it's weird because what I listen to on podcasts is not what I podcast about.
I know, isn't that crazy?
I know.
What I listen to on podcasts is what I podcast about.
Yeah, it's just weird. Imagine a world completely different from the one we know today. A world without cities, cars, or even animals like the ones we see today. We're talking about billions of years ago when life was just beginning to take shape. In this episode, we'll explore how Earth went from being a barren, hostile place to becoming the cradle for the complex life forms we have today. From the birth of our planet to the reign of the dinosaurs, we'll dive into the fascinating story of prehistoric Earth. I'll go through news and I'll look for all the oh, this got excavation brought up these stuff. Oh, there's a new quantum theory physics method. Oh, hey, we realized something about the creation of the universe. I'm like, oh, yes.
So you're a nerd.
Yes. I love it. It's so interesting. And I hated these subjects in school.
I love that for you. I hated English. I was good at math.
Oh, I did hate English.
And obviously, have you heard me read? Jeez. I was not good at science. I don't mind science now. I hated history. I fell asleep in history so many times.
I hated history and I hated science, but I loathed writing. Oh, I hated it. It was my most hated subject in college too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I had to take what are they called? Just English 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to write a page and a half essay every week or so.
Yep.
Fucking hated it.
I did that for college too, but I dropped out of college.
Hated it. It was horrible.
Okay, we're good. I don't know why it does that. It's weird that it's on yours too, every single time.
Maybe I'm just cursed. Maybe the ghosts in your house don't like me.
They would have done something worse to you.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just petty.
They made me walk up those stairs 4 times in a week. With the lights and the AC that I can turn off from my phone and it was still on.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I turned it off from my phone.
Was that last week?
It was the Marilyn Monroe episode.
Oh.
I shut it off with my phone.
And then it'd still be on.
And then I got up, it's like an hour after you left. I got up and I heard the other AC kick on and I was like, why is it kicking on? So I came up here, lights were on, and I know we shut them off.
Yeah.
We never leave the lights on.
No, we always shut them off.
Yeah, I know. And so it was weird. So when I got up here, this light's on, that light's on, the light in the bathroom. Yeah.
We never even went into the bathroom.
I know.
Her house is haunted.
And so I'm walking around, I go in there, I shut off the light. Well, I go over there to shut off that light because the switch is right there. And as I go over there, I see the light on in the bathroom. And I'm like, what in the world? So I shut it off. I shut this one off. I shut this one off. And I shut it off here, like the AC. And then the next morning, I heard the AC kick on again. And I was like, I know I shut it off because I was up there. And I even looked on the app on my phone.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's suspicious.
That's suspicious. Alright. Have you ever wondered what Earth looked like when life first started?
No.
I do. I get TikToks a lot about it.
I bet you do.
There's I want to do, I'm kind of debating doing more detailed episodes about each era, leading up to the dinosaurs.
It's so crazy that we have the information for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Oh, I know. Or how dinosaurs managed to dominate for over 160 million years. Let's uncover those mysteries and more today. So, segment 1, the birth of Earth, a violent beginning. So I was reading an article about this, and what was it? How did they put it? They found out basically that the way that they thought the universe was created was incorrect because of some sort of quantum physics, I think it was. I can't explain it, I'm not that smart, but it was really cool.
I love that for you.
You're gonna be so bored. Anyways.
I like dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm. You do like dinosaurs. Formation of Earth, 4.5 billion years ago. The formation of Earth began around 4.5 billion years ago from a cloud of dust and gas. That's what it was. It was a gas. They said the amount...
Like natural gas or like gasoline?
Like natural gas. They said the amount that is in the universe for the amount that it would have to... It was the Big Bang Theory. They said the amount of gas that is still in the universe is such a low percentage that how much there should be after the Big Bang doesn't make sense because there should be a lot more natural gas in the universe than actually what is. So
that's kind of scary.
So like there's only like it's like a minuscule amount, and they're like it should be way more than that. So they're like maybe that didn't happen the way we thought it happened. I was like, huh.
Science is crazy, dude. Like
I know.
It is so crazy if you think about it.
There was an article I read. It was quantum physics. I don't understand it. But essentially
I can barely say quantum physics.
They were basically saying that they have found out that possibly time is actually three-dimensional.
Okay.
I'm not following correctly. I will try to explain because I had a hard time following it. Essentially, it'd be like if time moves on a linear scale, there's also other time that does like this across it that runs alongside it. Essentially, it's like 3D something. You'd have to look it up. I cannot explain it, but it was really cool. Sorry, I'm like running off in a tangent. I should stop. Did you find it? It came out recently.
Okay, so time is actually considered fourth dimensional alongside three spatial dimensions. Some theories propose that time itself may have three dimensions similar to space. This concept, known as three-dimensional time, suggests that they can move in multiple directions, not just forward and linear as we experience it. Does that make sense?
Yes. That's kind of what it was.
Okay.
And then they were going around saying, I guess, they were trying to, they have like, so there's gravity and then there's something else.
Oh. This theory takes the concept further, suggesting that there has three independent axes, similar to the three spatial dimensions of length, width, and height. One dimension of time could be the linear progression we experience, past, present, future. The second dimension could allow for the second dimension could allow for movement between parallel timelines or potential outcomes of the same event. The third dimension could be the mechanisms that allows transition between these different timelines or outcomes. See, I would black hole this shit. Like, I would deep dive.
And they were going on, so it goes into like physics itself, I believe, to where they were saying if
No.
time was three-dimensional, then they could actually wrap it into everything else, because that was one of the issues. They couldn't, like, there's gravity and there was something else. Gravity and the other thing, they work together, but when you put like just regular linear time into it, it doesn't, the three don't combine. But if time was three-dimensional, it could explain a lot of things. I was like,
Was it by the Chica? Does that sound like the right last name?
possibly. It was like some professor that they were trying to
Stop
tie
it.
it all in.
The grandest of all unresolved physics challenges,
Yep, that's correct.
unifying quantum mechanisms, the behavior of particles at the smallest scale, and gravity into a single quantum theory of gravity. Okay,
Yeah, see?
so the theory of everything.
Yeah, basically the
Okay,
theory of
okay.
everything. If time was three-dimensional, then they could create a theory of everything, which they haven't been able to
Oh,
do.
the scientific community doesn't accept it yet.
Yeah, it's like super new.
Oh, it's getting a lot of scrutiny. They're calling it a niche.
You're going on a journey with us today.
People are appalled
Why?
because it's low impact.
I don't know, it seems pretty cool to me.
They're being critical.
But I'm also I'm not smart
They're
enough.
only going to be okay with it if it's published by a highly regarded journal. Bitch, bye.
Yeah, I mean, you have to start somewhere.
Don't
fact that
shit
they
on
can-
this man's dreams.
Well, the fact that they said that he said he could it could be tied into for a theory of everything. Like, they could actually come up with a theory for everything.
But only if it's in the right journals.
Yeah, bitch, bye. Alright, anyways, there you go. You can look up quantum physics, time as a 3D, quantum physics thing. I don't know. I give up. But there you go.
Quantum mechanisms. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Quantum.
time as three-dimensional. You can look it up. I'm not smart enough to explain it. So, anyways. Alright, gravity pulled particles together and they collided to form a hot molten mass.
Okay.
Early Earth was inhospitable, no oceans, no atmosphere.
That's fucking insane to think about.
Oh, I know.
No oceans. You know how much fucking water is around here?
Oh, I
It's
know.
80% water. We don't even know what's all in the water.
I know.
Don't get me started on the ocean. I'm terrified of it.
It's so cool though. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm scared of the ocean. I think it's fucking cool though.
I think it's cool from afar.
Exactly.
From sitting right here in Kansas, that is so cool over there in California. Congrats. Florida, that's awesome for you too. Unless it's Texas, then I'm sorry.
It was a chaotic place with constant asteroid bombardments, volcanic eruptions, and intense heat. You can think of Earth as a giant fiery furnace during this time where only the toughest materials could survive. The Moon's formation. A massive impact with a Mars-sized object, often called Theia, caused debris to orbit Earth, eventually forming the Moon. This collision contributed to the planet's tilt, giving us seasons. The Moon's gravitational pull also helped stabilize Earth's rotation over time. Hayden Eon. The first eon of Earth's history, known as the Hayden, was defined by intense volcanic activity and a molten surface. It wasn't until around 4 billion years ago that Earth cooled enough for a solid crust to form, laying the groundwork for the first oceans. Key takeaway: in Earth's early years, it was nothing like the world we know today. It was a violent, chaotic place, and it took millions of years for it to become more stable. Origin of life. The exact origin of life is still debated, but most scientists agree that life began in the oceans around 3.8 billion years ago. The primordial soup theory suggests that chemicals in the ocean create simple molecules that eventually formed into life. Alternatively, hydrothermal vent theory proposes that life might have originated in the deep ocean where hot chemicals could have triggered the formation of the first life forms. The first life forms were simple prokaryotic cells, bacteria and archaea. These single-celled organisms didn't have a nucleus and were the dominant life form for billions of years. Cyanobacteria, through photosynthesis, began producing oxygen, which had a dramatic effect on Earth's atmosphere. By about 2.4 billion years ago, oxygen levels began to rise in what's known as the Great Oxygenation Event. This event was crucial because it paved the way for aerobic oxygen-dependent life and the evolution of more complex organisms. There's a lot of big words here.
I couldn't do it. I would have said orgasm.
Eukaryotes? I have no clue. Cells with a nucleus appeared.
Eukaryotes? I have no clue.
Eukaryotes, whatever, appeared around 2 billion years ago. These organisms were much more complex and laid the foundation for multi-celled life forms, including plants, animals, and fungi. Key takeaway: for billions of years, life on Earth was microscopic. The rise of oxygen and complex cells set the stage for the explosion of life to come. The Cambrian explosion, the birth of complexity. What was the Cambrian explosion? About 530 million years ago, life underwent an incredible explosion of diversity in what's called the Cambrian explosion. Over a relatively short period of time, around 20 million years, real short, guys.
Yeah, just 20 million years.
Yeah, most of the major animal groups we know today appeared. It's one of the most important events in Earth's history, as it laid the foundation for complex life. Emergence of hard parts. Organisms began developing hard parts, such as exoskeletons and shells, which helped them defend against predators and provided new evolutionary advantages. Early animals like trilobites, brachiopods, and anomalocaridids, vertebrates, fish-like creatures. The first vertebrates, small fish-like creatures with backbones, appeared during this period. These organisms, like Mylocomyngia, were the ancestors of all modern vertebrates, including humans. They had internal skeletons made of cartilage, which provided support and allowed for greater mobility. Key takeaway: the Cambrian explosion was a major leap in the evolution of life, marking the sudden appearance of complex, diverse organisms and the first vertebrates. Moving to the lands, the rise of plants and insects. The first land plants, 450 million years ago. As ocean's earth teemed with life, the stage was set for the colonization of land. The first plants to move from the oceans onto land were simple moss-like organisms, and they evolved to withstand the dry conditions outside of the water. These early plants had to develop mechanisms to transport water and nutrients. This is where vascular tissue, the plant plumbing system, came in. By the Devonian period, about 400 million years ago, forests of towering trees began to cover the landscape. These trees helped create the first complex land ecosystems, which were inhabited by the first terrestrial animals. The rise of insects. Insects were the first animals to successfully colonize land. Their small size allowed them to navigate the terrestrial environment effectively. Around 400 million years ago, the first flying insects appeared, such as Meganeura, a giant dragonfly-like creature. Insects played a key role in pollination and the development of terrestrial ecosystems. The first vertebrates on land, amphibians. Around 375 million years ago, vertebrates made the leap from water to land. First amphibians like I don't even know how to pronounce this.
And that, everybody, is why you should go through your research.
Ichthyostega. We'll go with that. Evolved from fish, developing legs and lungs that allow them to breathe air and move on land. This transition wasn't easy. Amphibians had to contend with the challenges of gravity, finding food, and reproducing outside of water. The move from water to land was a game changer. Plants and animals alike adapted to the new environment, paving the way for the ecosystems that we recognize today. All right, the age. Hold on, I'm missing some. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Hold on. The age of dinosaurs. Mesozoic era. Triassic period. The first dinosaurs appeared during the Triassic period. Initially small and nimble, early dinosaurs like, you might be able to, Coelophysis coexisted with other reptiles, including the, hold on, alright, we have arrived at the end of the Permian period, about 252 million years ago. This is when everything goes horribly wrong. The Permian to Triassic extinction event, also known as the Great Dying, was the worst mass extinction in Earth's history. Around 96% of marine species and 70% of land species went extinct. We're not totally sure what caused it. Some scientists point to massive volcanic eruptions in what's now Siberia, which released carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. That led to runaway climate change, ocean acidification, and even acid rain. Whatever the cause, it was an apocalypse. But just with all extinctions, it opened the door for new life to take over, and that's when the dinosaurs finally arrived. Not as the big thunder lizards we know from Jurassic Park, but as small, agile, feathered reptiles slowly emerging from the ashes of a dead world.
That's kind of scary to think about.
I know. Alright. And I'll move on to the age of dinosaurs. Alright, next. After that comes the age of dinosaurs. Kendra's favorite.
I do love me some Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. When they first came out with that video game where you could do it on the Xbox, I would get on there and build my parks. And then I would accidentally let the dinosaurs out just to tease them down.
The height of dinosaur dominance. The Cretaceous period, I think I said that right, the last of the Mesozoic era, was a time when dinosaurs reached their peak in terms of size, diversity, and complexity. Some of the most famous dinosaurs we know today lived during this period, including the Tyrannosaurus rex, the apex predator, and the Triceratops, a large herbivore with its iconic frill and horns. Flowering plants emerged. During the Cretaceous, flowering plants known as angiosperms appeared and began to rapidly diversify. This was a game changer for ecosystems, as flowering plants provided new sources of food for herbivores, which in turn led to large carnivores. The first modern style forests also began to form, creating a more familiar landscape. Pollination. Angiosperms relied on insects, including bees and early butterflies, for pollination. This mutualistic relationship between insects and plants played a key role in the evolution of both groups during this time. The rise of marine reptiles. The oceans were ruled by massive reptiles like the Mesosaurus and Plesiosaurus.
Sounds right.
Okay. Marine predators that grew to extraordinary sizes. These creatures filled ecological niches similar to today's sharks, playing critical roles in ocean ecosystems.
Dude, the ocean's a wild thing, man.
I know.
I watched The Meg once and I was obsessed. I haven't seen The Meg 2, but I will. I usually do a lot of movies in the winter because it's cold and I can't be outside because I'm a baby. But yeah, the ocean's a crazy thing.
Oh, I know.
Finding Nemo, man, that shit had me fucked up.
Dinosaur behavior and intelligence. Despite being known for their size and ferocity, dinosaurs exhibited a wide range of behaviors. Some, like Velociraptor, were highly social and may have hunted in packs. Meanwhile, Tyrannosaurus rex, often imagined as a solitary predator, may have actually been more opportunistic, scavenging as well as hunting. The Cretaceous Paleogene extinction event, 666 million years ago. The Cretaceous period ended with one of the most dramatic events in Earth's history. The mass extinction that wiped out 75% of all species on Earth, including the non-avian dinosaurs. The most widely accepted theory is that a massive asteroid, about 10 kilometers wide, struck what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, creating the Chicxulub crater. This impact released a tremendous amount of energy, triggering wildfires, tsunamis, and a nuclear winter effect, where dust and debris blocked the sun, cooling the planet and disrupting photosynthesis. This catastrophic event caused a collapse in the ecosystems and led to the extinction of many species. While this event marked the end of the dinosaurs' reign, it also set the stage for the rise of mammals. With the dinosaurs gone, new ecological niches were created, allowing mammals to evolve and diversify. The key takeaway: the Cretaceous period was the pinnacle of dinosaur dominance, filled with massive species, new plant life, and complex ecosystems. But this era abruptly ended one of the large mass extinctions in Earth's history, which paradoxically set the stage for the rise of mammals and birds. The aftermath of the dinosaurs. Paleocene and Eocene epochs. After the extinction of dinosaurs, mammals experienced what's known as explosive diversification. With the vast majority of dinosaur species gone, mammals, who had been small and mostly nocturnal during the age of dinosaurs, began to occupy new ecological niches. This gave rise to the first large mammals like the Chimolestes, and eventually larger forms like early primates, carnivores, and herbivores. During the Paleocene, mammals began to evolve into groups that would later give rise to modern animals, like early ungulates, hoofed animals, and marsupials. By the Eocene, mammals were diversifying rapidly into forms that were more recognizable to us today. There's a lot of words that are hard to pronounce. All right.
That's the whole English language, baby.
It is. Evolution of the first primates. The first primates, the ancestors of humans, appeared during the Eocene. These early primates, like Oedipus and Telhardia, were small tree-dwelling creatures with a good sense of sight and specialized hands for grasping. They were likely insectivores and frugivores living in tropical forests. By the late Eocene, more advanced primates evolved, leading to the appearance of apes, monkeys, and lemurs. These creatures had larger brains, forward-facing eyes, and complex social behaviors. Meanwhile, in the oceans, mammals like early whales began to evolve. The first whales, such as Pakicetus, were land-dwelling animals that gradually adapted to life in the water.
That's fucking insane to think about. Think about that. They started on land.
I know.
And then adapted to water.
I know.
I will tell you, every single time I go swimming, I'm definitely a mermaid. You can't convince me I'm not. I love to be in the water. But that doesn't mean I get like a mermaid tail or
I know.
gills. But man, if I did, shit.
It'd be cool if we could actually see evolution happen in our own time.
Dude, I would 1000% call you and be like, my husband said that if your husband said it's okay, you're gonna come play mermaids.
We would play mermaids.
We would.
Gradually adapted to life in the water. Over millions of years, they evolved flippers and other adaptations that allowed them to become fully aquatic animals. Key takeaway: the extinction of the dinosaurs opened the door for mammals to evolve and diversify into a vast array of forms. This period marks the beginning of the modern animal kingdom, with the first appearance of primates, large mammals, and even whales. Now, to the evolution of early humans.
That's fucking insane. I just watched Tarzan the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I was sick because
You know.
I had surgery. Leave me alone. But I was watching Tarzan, and like I was watching like where the apes. Have you seen Tarzan? Like the animated?
I don't know if I've seen the full thing, but I've watched pieces of it. I started it. I don't know why I didn't finish it.
Where the mom ape picks up the baby, like the actual human baby, and like she like cares for it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you watch him as he grows and he acts like an ape. And then when he meets like other humans, he literally like does every move that they do. And I'm like, can you imagine like being the ape and being the human?
Mm-hmm.
Like side by side. That's insane.
Oh, I know.
And I go to the zoo. I love the zoo. And they have, at the Sedgwick County Zoo, they have a like piece of glass that at one time one of the gorillas got upset and smacked the glass. And I forget how many layers there is. But it like says like how thick the glass is. You can see like from a side view. It's insane.
That's crazy. The evolution of humans is just a tiny fraction of Earth's history, but it's the story we're most familiar with. Humans evolved from early primates around 6 to 7 million years ago. The first humanoids or human-like species began to evolve. These early ancestors, there's no way.
Let me see. I'll say it wrong.
Those two. Good luck.
Sahelanthropus chidensis.
Sahelanthropus.
Sahelanthropus chidensis. Sahelanthropus chidensis.
Sahelanthropus chidensis. There we go. All right,
Oh, I don't know how to get back.
I'll get it.
I use Google Translate for everything. If I can't pronunciate it, I'll put that shit in Google Translate, and then I put the pronunciation in my stuff. But I also put all my stuff on Google Docs. So that way, if I edit it in one place, it saves no matter what.
Yep.
Because I've done that, and then I forgot to save it, and it was gone. So,
Nice.
lesson learned.
Correct. Had small brains, but they walked upright and used tools. Australopithecus and the rise of bipedalism. Perhaps the most famous of these early ancestors is Australopithecus afarensis, exemplified by the fossil named Lucy. Lucy lived about 3.2 million years ago and is one of the earliest known humanoids to show clear evidence of walking upright. This was a key evolutionary trait that set the humanoids on the path toward modern humans. Homo genus. Around 2 million years ago, the genus Homo emerged. Early species like Homo habilis had larger brains and more advanced tool-making skills. Homo erectus is particularly important because it's believed to be the first humanoid to have used fire, build shelters, and let Africa spread into Asia and Europe.
What are we?
What do you mean? I don't think we even got there yet. Because this is before Neanderthals.
Neanderthals?
Neanderthals. That.
No, we're Homo sapiens. That's what we are.
Yeah. By around 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, or anatomically, holy shit,
Autonomically? What? Autonomically?
Anatomically. Yeah, let's go with that. Modern humans began to evolve in Africa. Early humans, along with Neanderthals and Denisovians, coexisted for thousands of years before eventually Homo sapiens became the only surviving human species. Key takeaway: human evolution is a relatively recent chapter in Earth's long history. The gradual development of bipedalism, increased brain size, and tool use led to the emergence of the first modern humans and our ancestors. Alright. Recap of Earth's prehistoric history, from the fiery bird of the earth to the rise of dinosaurs, then to their extinction and the emergence of mammals, and eventually the birth of our species. Earth's history is a dynamic and ever-changing story. Life has endured through dramatic climate shifts, mass extinctions, and geological upheavals, and of course, Earth history is far from over. While the age of dinosaurs and early mammals is long behind us, life on Earth is still evolving. New species are constantly emerging, and some are going extinct. Adapting to our ever-changing world, who knows what the Earth will look like the next 100 million years? We've only scratched the surface of Earth's incredible story. When we look at the deep past, we see the foundation for all life today. And we can't help but wonder what might the future hold for the Earth and the creatures that inhabit it. Inhabit it.
You need to find words with shorter words.
Thanks for joining me. Us.
This bitch.
I know. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through time. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, share it with friends who love the mystery of our planet's past, and remember, the story of life on Earth is still being written.
Hell yeah, brothers.
Before we end, think about this. If you could time travel, what period of Earth history would you want to visit and why? Would you want to see dinosaurs?
I do love dinosaurs. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Terrified of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I watch enough Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, Lego, Jurassic, build my own park on Xbox. Like, I've learned my lesson. Look, listen, there are certain things we don't fucks with.
Mm-hmm.
We don't fucks with the ocean. We don't fucks with the Titanic. Look what happened to those people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's a documentary. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
There is a documentary, and I can't remember what it's on. But it's come up on my For You page on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I said YouTube. And there were so many red flags. There were so many signs that this was not going to work. And we still did it.
Well, from what I heard, don't quote me on it, anyone who told, like, the engineer, the person in charge, that it wasn't going to work, he just fired them.
Yep, that's what I heard too.
He just fired him. He's like, oh, you don't support it because it's actually dangerous? You're gone.
Yeah.
We only want the people who support our reality.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, crazy shit's happening everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, look at what happened in Idaho to those college students.
Yeah.
I mean, there is so much shit that's crazy. But I guarantee if you go back in time and you ask, say, the people from the witch trials, would you want to experience what it's like in 2025? they would have no fucking clue what to do.
Oh yeah, no.
We've come so far since then, like, we have lights all the time. You know, like, the killer from Edinburgh, what's his name?
Oh, I can't think. I can look it up.
Anyways, you know, they said when he would strike, it was dark. Not just like dark in cities where we still have lights. Dark, like country dark. It's, I want to say the Gulf State Killer, and that's not it. But you know, stuff like that, like it's
Jack the Ripper?
yes,
There we go.
yes, it's stuff like that, like
Mm-hmm.
you know, if you got the chance, at what time would you go back? If you could time travel to anywhere, where would you go?
Oh, I have no clue.
I'm thinking, I want to say like Salem witch trials, but also I don't want to be killed because they think I'm a witch.
Yeah, see, that would be my thing.
I'm thinking 1920s.
Not in the 1920s. I would want to go farther back than that. I'd almost want to go to the Dark Ages.
I'm scared of the dark. Hell no.
Is this the Dark Ages that I'm thinking about? I think it is. I don't know.
No, I want to go back to like the Roaring 20s, like the Great Gatsby. Are you kidding me?
I would
Their parties looked phenomenal back then.
see. I would want to go way back, like to ancient Egypt when they were building
Okay.
the pyramids. They were woolly mammoths were still alive back then.
That's insane to think about.
Like, isn't that like that's like I would want to go back just to see all the fucking cool animals that we couldn't have today anymore. That's why I'd want to go back.
I think I would go back to when SeaWorld was like new because I would like to see it. I won't go to it today. I watched Blackfish on Netflix and I will never,
Yeah,
because that was scary.
yeah.
And I would like to see that, but you know, they had other like adaptations of that.
Mhm.
Like, have you seen the old SeaWorld?
No,
You haven't seen like the aerial views of it?
no, I haven't.
It's fucking insane. It's terrifying. Like it's not what you would think. They still have animals in there.
That's insane.
They can't take them out. What are they going to do with them? They can't rehabilitate them.
No.
They've been out of captivity for too long. So these whales are just stuck in those, however big. Like to you and I, they seem big.
But for what they're supposed to be in, yeah, it's small. Because isn't it they set in captivity because of the emotional toll it takes on like dolphins and whales? Their fins flop over.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not how they're supposed to live.
I wouldn't mind going back to the time when the roller coasters were invented.
Fuck no. I don't trust roller coasters today. You think I trust them back then? Hell no. Hell no. I'm not gonna be the test dummy for that shit. I may not value my life that much, but I value it more than that.
That's true. I tried to hit her today and she got upset with me.
And then they're like, why didn't you smile? I don't know, because I almost got ran over.
But did you die?
No, I didn't die. But I'm not gonna smile when you're trying to run me over. And then she got upset because I said friend instead of best friend because I was like, well, a best friend would want to run you over.
I guess I would.
Yeah, you would.
Look, orca.
That's just sad.
And there's ones in like Mexico, Florida,
Yeah.
maybe
no.
California. I don't know. Or is SeaWorld even open anymore?
I don't know.
Because like back in the day, you could swim with the dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
See, I know like there are some animals that obviously get taken into zoos is because they can't survive out in the wild. But I don't know, I just have a hard time supporting animals in captivity that aren't supposed to be domesticated.
So my obsession with SeaWorld happened when I heard about Dawn Bradshaw.
Hmm.
Do you know who that is?
No.
She was a trainer, I believe, at the SeaWorld in San Antonio.
Okay.
She was performing
Mm-hmm.
and she slipped. And the whale grabbed her and took her to the bottom in front of an entire live audience.
And then drowned her?
Have you ever heard the 911 call?
No.
It
No,
is.
you're not showing it to me either.
It's at the beginning and it's terrifying because it's this mom and she's just like, we need emergency services because she's down at the bottom and she hasn't been up in 5 minutes.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And think about how the size of them.
Mm-hmm.
I am terrified of anything that has the word shark or whale in it. I'm not interested. I will look at it from afar. I don't want to be in the same water. I don't want to be very close to it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Those animals are out there, they're predators, and that's what they're here for. I am not top of the food chain.
I
But
don't
I'm
think
telling
either
you,
of us are.
right now, they're looking at me like my husband looks at McDonald's. Like, that's not something that
No, that's fair.
I love a good aquarium. Because, like, they're taken care of in there.
Yeah,
like, they
yeah,
clean
yeah.
it.
I like aquariums. I have a hard time going to zoos.
I don't.
I struggle. There was this one zoo that I went to a couple years ago. It was...
Is it the one in the town that you live near?
No, it was 45 minutes west.
Which was west?
That way.
Oh, I've never been
They have a zoo.
there. Okay.
It's horrifically tiny. They have bears in there, and they're like... It's like the size of a corral. Like, it's tiny, and they have multiple bears in there. Like, I'm saying, like, it's the size of our pasture tiny.
No.
So, and I'm saying giving extra room. Like, I'm talking about, like, our half of the pasture. So when I say I have a hard time going to zoos, it's because of that. Because that place, they have a bunch of animals in tiny enclosed spaces.
That's what I like about the zoo that way.
I don't know. I struggle with it. It's like I understand that they're in captivity, so obviously they can't survive in the wild. But were they brought in because they were injured, or was it because they just wanted an animal?
That little bigger town that's that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know where the athletic park is?
Mm-hmm.
That used to have animals. I think my dad said either bears or lions.
Yeah, it's more like that. And I can't get behind it.
The people that took care of these animals were just people that worked for the park. Like, there was no special, like, he told me, because obviously he grew up there. We were talking about it one day, and he shows me this picture, and he said, yeah, look. And I can't remember. I think it was bears. No, I think it was lions. I don't remember. But he shows me this picture, and there's, like, an animal, and, like, this kid is right next to the fence.
Mm-hmm. That's it. No.
I couldn't do it.
No.
I do love to go to that one, though. I just like to walk around.
You
You know how many steps I get in there?
It has been so long since I've been to that one.
We need to do a date day. And they serve alcohol.
Hmm.
Ah.
Ah. Maybe.
And And they've changed like the entire, like the way you enter. It's like a way bigger
I
area
haven't been
now.
there since I was probably like 11 or 12.
It used to be like this old wooden front end, and now it's like a metal.
I remember what it used to be like, and then you would go in, and to the right they'd have like fish ponds that you could feed
You
fish
still
in.
do that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But if we go, if a goose comes near me, I don't care who it is. That is my tribute. I'm not fucking with the geese.
You know me. So, I need to tell the listeners this story.
Okay.
On her bachelorette party, we have videos of this. Video proof, by the way. Just so you know. The Airbnb that we stayed at had geese that were there. Kendra is terrified of geese.
I got chased by one as a young child. Trauma.
I raised a couple of geese when I was younger, so I don't have the trauma behind it. I think they're cute and mean, but cute.
They bite. And
Mine
hiss.
never bit me.
Mine did. I got a mark right here.
Yeah, mine never bit me or hissed. Sorry, Mama. But anyways, so we're all like literally quite wasted off of our asses on tequila and beer.
I don't know why. It's not like we were supposed to be doing anything.
And there was a pond there, obviously. And we wanted to go swimming in the pond because it was an actual swimmable pond. But Kendra refused because she's like, there's geese and I don't want them to chase me.
Valid.
So I was like, okay, well, if I get rid of the geese, would you go swimming with us? And she's like, yes. So I proceeded to drunk off my ass, run down the beach, screaming my head off at these geese to chase them away.
And let's be clear. There are
There are multiple houses around us too.
but not just like houses, other Airbnb areas. Like
I said I was drunk.
we got the big house, so there was a bunch of like little houses.
I mean, we had fun. She did proceed to get a bloody nose that night.
She gave me a bloody nose.
I didn't punch her.
The back of her head hit my face.
Yeah, I headbutted her instead. That's how we used to deal with our problems.
Tequila and beer.
And a little good friendly violence every once in a while.
You know what I say? Duke it out.
Yeah. Alright, I'm Ryland.
I'm Kendra.
And we might regret this.